this is AlphaAli. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a new VOD review. This is my first ever offline VOD review, essentially meaning that it's not going to be on stream. I've started now doing these, so if you guys can't make the VOD streams I normally do on Sundays, I will gladly do these offline. This is for Tryxzy and it's Plat 5. The result is a loss, and they feel like they struggle with pushing damage boost against high damage comps. I have a Junk Venture Sig on the enemy team, and I felt this game, this game. I went for no good reses, but I also think an occasional bad habit I have to break. I really want advice on how to balance damage boost and healing, especially with DPS passive and high raw DPS. I will be honest, this is one of my biggest things I've been asked recently is how to manage healing and damage boost. I'll talk more about it as we get more into the game, but I guess first, would you like your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch on Sundays at 2 PM in the UK, but don't worry if you can't make that time, as I also do them offline and upload them straight to YouTube as well. They only cost 7,500 Koala Moolah, or channel points as they're probably better known, which you can get completely for free by watching like my streams basically. I also stream on Wednesdays, Fridays and Saturdays at around 5:30 PM UK, so be sure to hop on over there, get saving, and you can have your very own VOD either shown live on stream or be done offline and just be posted to YouTube afterwards. For more info, do not be afraid to hop into the stream or come and join the Koala Creek Discord and ask one of my lovely mods over there. The link for that will be in the description. Now, back to the VOD. Yes, I guess we'll just get straight into the VOD now, you guys. We do have Amber on as well. I do quite like Amber. I think Amber's quite a cute one, to be honest. It's nice as well because we've had a lot of like mythics recently, so it's nice to have like a little bit of a change. Looking at the team comp, we have ourselves a Jungle Queen, a Cass, a Reaper, and a Moira. A really, really good comp to be able to push that damage boost. We can push damage boost on Jungle Queen, which is getting really, really aggressive. Obviously, Cass can be our main blue beam target. Reaper as well is really good damage boost if he's nearby. Just obviously don't try and bait him out with like your beam if he's going to go in like TP somewhere. And obviously Moira, great like healing output, and you can damage boost her as well if you want to. So I guess we'll just get straight into the VOD, you guys. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just saying this because I'm a big advocate for Mercy's going to Lucio in order to speed your team out of spawn to go in. Love it. The reason why you want to do this is because you want to try and get your team out as quick as you can, especially on flashpoint and control, because whoever gets control of that first point normally has the better advantage going into that team fight, because you have to think the enemy, you know, the other team have to push in. So if you speed your team out, gives them that great advantage. Quick little tip as well, Jungle Queen's kind of shout that makes people go faster and Lucio speed boost do in fact stack, meaning you can do both. Keep going though, really, really nice. Love this already. Because you'll see when we get to this team fight in a second that you guys should be there quicker than the enemy team. But anyway, so nice that you're damage boosting Moira to begin with, obviously for that damage orb. We should then be going straight back to Cass. We don't need to rotate here, like we're pretty safe where we are right now. Sure, they've got Junk, but Junk's going to spam this way into your team. So if you stay on this side, then you can stay pretty safe and just kind of vibe and chill. You end up kind of passing through, so that's fine. Nice. Play over here though. The reason why I want you to play over here is because you can get a better angle, and also Junk can't really get to you if you're still kind of back around here, because if Junk starts spamming around here, you can just walk this way and just try and get to the Junk Queen this way. So just if you can, just try to pass a little bit quicker here, also so you're not going to be an LOS of this enemy, but really, really great so far. Nice damage boost here though. Okay, what happened here? Let's quickly rewind it. I don't know if this is your Junk Queen going in really, really aggressively or not. So this is really good damage boost already. Obviously, we're linking up with Cass. Really, really great. Obviously, we talked about that rotation. So what happens with your Jungle Queen? Ah, okay. So this is a point where we need to maybe go and help her. She is pretty healthy, though. Do not get me wrong. I wonder if she just walks in. Because if she walks in here, this is not your fault. If she backs off, then we could have definitely maybe helped. So let's have a look. So she walks in and kind of like just takes a little damage. Honestly, I do not think this is on you, because I don't think you expect her to take that much damage. So that's absolutely fine. We just kind of have to play off to the side now. Nice. We need to link. Oh, okay. So this is our fault though. We need to try and link up with the Reaper as it's coming out. Basically, whenever you see Reaper Wraith away, it's going to be really, really weak. So if you can try to link up with him and try to just do a quick little boom, boom, in and out to try and like reach to him basically, but we need to try and pick him up here. That's fine. There's probably going to be a reset now because we've lost two really, really early on. Yeah, I've seen you try to go the dum-dum then. Just make sure that we're trying to look out a little bit more. With Mercy now, you can't just stay with like 1 DPS and then kind of like just hope and like pray or like go with the last minute, try and help people. It's very much that you have to play very, very team centralized now and kind of know what all of your team are doing. But it's fine, we can reset, go again. All good. Nice that we just quickly, you know, just reset there. No, like, staggering or anything. Really, really nice. Nice that we're waiting. I GA forward here. The reason why you want to GA forward is you want to try and get all these people up to, like, quite healthy really, really early on. Plus, as well, remember our Moira, who's got a very long, I guess, arm right now. She's obviously going to take a little bit of time to respawn. We don't want any of these guys to fall to any spam damage. So we want to try and G ourselves forward here. I just kind of come around to the side because then we can balance the heals with these, but also damage boost the cast if we desperately want to. I just kind of keep people topped up, get a little bit of extra ult charge while we wait for our Moira to come in, and then we could push him. Plus, that's as well, it doesn't waste Moira's heals before the fight, because if we're waiting for Moira to come in here and heal all these guys, she's going to have half a tank of healing, and that's going to be really, really, like, detrimental for when you guys go push in a second. So you really, really want everyone just to be healthy, and also Moira to have a full tank of healing for when you go in to go and have this team fight. I'm hoping that you go forward. Yeah. We ended up taking a bit too much time kind of prancing about, like, what's it called, staying really, really far back and passive. Nice damage boost on the cast there. I really like that. That was some really, really good beam management. Nice. It's just unfortunate that everyone's weak. Oh, okay. We don't want to go for this res yet. We want to try and go for this res when we've kind of scared them off a little bit. Or we want to play this res kind of back here. I don't think it will reach this far though. But if we're doing a res up here, can you see we have LOS of the entire enemy team, okay? Right now, we've just staggered ourselves completely and we're going to really struggle to get a push in here. What we want to do is when this cast falls, you just have to think, okay, that's fine. No, everyone's taking a lot of damage here and we're struggling to keep people up. At this point, you now need to work on your women's survivability. Instead of GAing yourself up to do this res here, I would have GA'd to maybe like my Jungle Queen over here. Start pressurizing with the damage boost onto your Jungle Queen here. This will then force the Sigma to back off and all the enemy team as well to back off, meaning that it now gives you time to perform this res, either like dropping down here or something like that, really, really safely, but also at a better opportunity. Remember, with res, you don't have to res straight away. With res, you'll find as well when you get up into higher ranks, you either have to res straight away or you have to kind of like wait for the best opportunity in order to res, which is normally towards the end of the, what's it called, of the orb's existence, I guess. And this is an orb existent case because if you look, this is, well, as proven, it is way too dangerous for you to try and go for this res here, especially because it's not in cover. So if you can, try to vibe about, play with your team, and then go for the res afterwards, because what can happen is if you push up with the Jungle Queen here, Jungle Queen can maybe even get a pick. If she gets a really good knife and you manage to damage boost it and then she gets an axe onto someone, that eliminates someone instantaneously. Do they have a Mercy? No. That makes it a 4v4 for you guys. Oh, wait, we have a Mercy. We can res. We go res, 5v4. Really easy win. So just if you can, try to play your life here rather than going for this res and then go back to go and do the res. But it's fine, we'll keep going. Let's see what your team end up doing, but I feel as though we're all just going to fall again. We could maybe get another contest in a sec, as long as people don't stagger too much here. It's all good. We go again. Yeah, no, Reaper's just staggered, so it's going to make it a little bit harder for us to recontest, but I'll see. Don't get your pistol out here. Just allow your cast to do some damage here. Cast is going to do more damage when damage boosted than you with your little pistol at this point. So just stay with damage boosted cast. You did get some nice hits on, don't get me wrong, but we could have definitely damage boosted the cast to get more damage out. Nice, really good pick. We want to J in quick here. The reason why I want to J in quick here is we want to try and help our Doom. Remember, we're running Mercy Moira. With Mercy Moira, Moira obviously can only have the long range heals with her orb. And even then, it's going to take so long for her orb to come over to the Doomfist. So what we want to do here is we want to J in and just help the Doom. We can either go up, so we can play above these guys. We can J ourselves like... Even if it's just like to here to get our beam on and then we play down here or something like that. We just want to get to this Doomfist and keep him alive. Because if we keep this Doomfist alive, we win this team fight. Because look at how weak this enemy team is. Plus they've lost their break. Okay, so we need to try and just get in a little bit sooner here. Come and help this cast. Come and help this Doomfist. Get him up a little bit higher up with HP and then go in. It's exactly what you do now, but I feel like we wasted a GA in order to go and do it. Nice, playing back obviously for the ult, really, really nice. Just unfortunate the Doom was out of your LOS and you guys don't end up touching the point. So it's fine at this point. We just have to kind of look either for picks or to get out. Random Junkrat trap. Nice GA in order to get out. Try if you can to GA to a piece of LOS here. Like all you want to do here is you want to GA down here just for a second. The reasoning is because you want to just try and get out of, obviously, the Junkrat spam and also the Moira coalescence, which you can do by playing this hard cover here. Because it'll force the Junkrat to try and come forward or to spam you out, in which case you'll have another GA ready. Oh, GA to Doomfist or something like that, okay? But it's all good. Reset, go again. I just feel like a lot of your team are staggering right now. But it's fine. Reset, go again. We have our Valve for next fight, which should be able to help us out a lot more. So that's all good. Don't go for res here. The reasoning is because all of these guys are going to respawn really quickly in a second. And we don't want to waste our res before the team fight. If we waste our res before the team fight and then someone ends up dying in the team fight, we can't res them. So I would just wait for him to respawn. Because he's going to respawn like super quickly in a second. Plus as well, it doesn't make ourselves like really vulnerable. You guys are against a really good pick, so which is good. Nice heals onto Cass. Nice damage boost here as well. Nice. We needed to get our beam onto Moira though. We needed to get our beam onto Moira because when she gets trapped and then obviously rocked by the Sigma, she's going to be so weak and unable to move. We need to try and make sure we get our beam onto her just to try and keep her up. Can you see as well how we end up with the res situation now where we don't have our res in order to go and res the Moira? We'd have to wait 7 seconds and then maybe, you know, it might not be safe at that point. It would be safe to res her now, but it's fine. Keep going. Nice heals onto Cass. You guys are up. Nice. We popped Valve, which I think is completely fine here. We needed to heal here a little bit more though. The reasoning is because this Reaper is not doing enough damage here in order to try and, in order to try and do any significant damage because Sigma was using his grasp. Because Sigma is using his grasp, Reaper won't get any health steal from this, which means he's just going to get absolutely mowed down, plus also he's getting healed by Moira. If Sigma wasn't in his grasp, I would have said, yeah, definitely like maybe damage, like flick between the heal beam and damage boost beam, but because Sigma's got his grasp up, Reaper's not going to get any health steal. I'm going to see what you end up doing though. I'm hoping you're going to go for a res. Lovely res. Love how you know exactly what your escape route is. Definitely winnable now. Nice damage boost. Love this. Love this. What I want you to do now, Tryxzy, because I've seen this a few times, I want to bring it up now because this is a really good opportunity. I feel like we're playing very kind of, this is the only person I can damage boost and that is it. Which is good because you know who your main blue beam target is, which is great because some Mercies really struggle with that and will, you know, won't know who to default the beam to and they'll get really lost. So I love that you know that you need to default your beam to the Cass because Cass is the best blue beam target. But remember, there are other people that we can blue beam on this team that will get a significant amount of damage in. Really key example. Can you see how Doom has went in with his charge punch? Really great opportunity to damage boost. You were doing it a bit with your Reaper before as well, which was really great to see. But I want you now to play a little bit more team centralized and look to try damage boost everything. So not just this Cass, don't get me wrong, like obviously Cass is your main blue beam, you want to try and damage as much of his abilities as we can, but let's say the Cass has a bad angle, or let's say that, you know, the Doom is going in really aggressively and we have a way that we can go in and damage boost him and stuff like that. I want you now to just quickly flick on that damage boost. It literally takes like half a second. Flick the damage boost beam onto someone else and then go back to someone else. That is one way that we could really help try and push the damage boost. Nice. I wouldn't GA into him, I would just GA away because obviously we don't know how like weak he is and everything. That's fine, all good. Obviously we're backed off, but that's fine. Nice damage boost here. See, this is perfect. This is perfectly fine what you're doing right now with the damage boost. Nice as well how you're playing so far back, because I see so many Mercies that like play up here and then end up taking Junkrat spam. Love how you're playing really far back right now. You're playing at the max beam range and you know where your cover is. Really good positioning from you here, Tryxzy. What you can do with Cass in these kind of like, because right now we're not really in the amongst of team fight. What we can do with Cass here is we can flick the damage boost on when he shoots and then do a quick like heal. It is a little bit quicker than someone say like Ashe or like Widowmaker, for example, who kind of do like a shoot, heal, you know. So you'd have to kind of like balance the beams a little bit more, but we could definitely like do that just so we can get like some more damage boost in while the Junkrat's going to be peeking. But nice. Nice damage boost here. I start backing off a little bit, which is exactly what they're doing. Nice. Your Doom has gone in really, really aggressively. Nice. Love how you push back off on the just in case. Obviously, you end up having to help cast. This is perfectly fine. Nothing you can do though because you have the heal beam on him for this entire time. That's fine. We just need to make sure that we can get out. Nice. Nice. I would go up here. The reason why I'd go up here is because then you can still stay with the Doomfist. Right now, you backing all the way off here is really, really great cover. Do not get me wrong. But as soon as we've done that sling and we're sat here for 2.5 seconds while that sling comes back online, we cannot really get anything done. Sure, we could damage boost Moira, but I wouldn't say Moira is the best one to damage boost right now. I would say we want to be pushed up with our, with our Doomfist. Trying to maybe get a pick, which means we can maybe possibly go behind them and get a res on the cast or something like that. We just want to try and stay as, you know, in the team fight as much as possible. So you were here, right? And you end up getting forced out by the Sigma. I love how you're forcing the Sigma to come to you first. Instead of you doing a sling over here, do a little super jump. Go up onto here. And then you can, because what you could do is you can play far back, like here, with the Doomfist. Maybe come forward a little bit to peek him. But who's going to be able to attack you here? Sigma might be able to get, like, a few orbs onto you, but he's going to be mainly focused on the Doomfist. Because the Doomfist is obviously going to be coming in and attack the what's called the backline. And Venture has just used their drill in order to try, well, it's quite literally in the midst of trying to use their drill in order to fight the Doomfist. So what you want to do here, in order to stay, you know, active in this team fight, do a little super jump up here. Come up here. Oh, sorry. Dodgy camera. Come up here, and then you can play up here. And then what we can do is, you know, then we'll have to force people's cooldowns in order to try and get us. If they continue to try and get us, then we can start to look to back off or something like that. But we want to just try and keep our beams and try and stay in the team fight as much as possible, which we could do by coming up here and playing with the Doomfist. He just ended up backing off. Just unfortunate that the tyrants are coming for you. I love how obviously like you tried your best to try and crouch down from it. Just unfortunately the Moira ended up walking in the same direction as you. But we have to just reset, go again there. I don't think you guys are even gonna be able to contest, which is a great. Yeah, you guys are not gonna be able to get a contest. Nice beam management there. Don't know. That is not on you, because the Reaper just decides to just walk in. Nice. I would look for a res now. The reason why you want to look for a res now is because you want to try and keep your team together. If you guys can eliminate the Sigma, the 5 of you can just walk together to the next team flashpoint. Now, it's hard for me to give this advice right now because, unfortunately, with the replay viewer, I cannot see where the next flashpoint is. It's very much until you get there, I don't know where it is. But let's say it's, like, completely across the other end of the map. You don't want your Reaper to be spawning somewhere completely different and maybe get attacked by the enemy team. You guys want to kind of move together, like, as a unit. So I'd maybe look for a res. Nice damage boost here, though. Lovely heals as well. Your Reaper has switched to Echo. But can you see how far away our Echo is as well? Bless him. That's what I meant by, what's called, by resin. But I guess if they wanted to switch, then it's all good. I'm guessing it's a really far away one as well with the amount that you guys are walking, which is quite funny. Nice damage boost on the Doom Punch. Oh, so you have Echo now, which might be a good damage boost target. Nice. Really good Valk. I like this Valk. Really nice push onto the damage boost. Fortunately, cannot save Moira there. Focus your Echo here. Your Echo's going to get really, really hard focused. So if you can try to focus your Echo here and try and keep her alive. If you could keep the Echo alive, because the Doom's pretty safe right now, and he's like with obviously Doom's HP. Yes, look at it, they're both half HP, but let's have a look at the actual health. Doom has 285, whereas Echo has 127. I can't get my words out. So we want to try and keep up the Echo here, just, you know, to make sure that she can like maybe stay up, maybe get a pick, and also Doom has more health, and also Doom as well will get extra health from doing his punches in and stuff like that as well. So if you can try to put your beam onto the Echo now instead. Nice, obviously trying to get your Doom out. Yeah, nice that you've just gone to reset there, because that's all you need to do. That's how you stay crouched down. Just make sure you kind of like, just stay completely out of the way. At this point, you just go to like a quick little sneaky walk round. Nice. Well, that's how you call up your team. Really well played there. Nice damage boost on the cast. Obviously to get the picks in here. So we had to go another flank with Cass. Nice change of the beams here. Just, as we're going in, try to look at your cast, because obviously your cast is kind of like just walked in. And your cast is like going to be pretty much unaware of the Junkrat. So if you can, as you're coming out, great that you, obviously, you know, you damage boost the Echo, because the Echo might have focused, what's called, these guys. But at the same time, we need to try and get our beam onto the cast here, just to maybe try and get him up. This is the caster's fault as well, definitely, for obviously, you know, just like walking in as he has done. But at the same time, we want to try and make sure that he's staying up here. You can see what I end up doing though. Nice damage boost on the stickies. Nice. That's gonna come for your Moira. Go and help these guys. If you, because what's going to happen is, obviously, we can hear the Junkrat tire, and you can hear pretty much where it is. If you can hear it's on your left like this, GA away to your Echo, and then, can you see how open this place is? And who on the enemy team could attack you from, like, all the way up here? Nobody. Because Sigma's going to have a really, really hard time shooting in the air. Moira, I'm pretty sure is going to be out of range, but also will be kind of, you know, be healing up the Sigma, and your Junk's obviously Junk shoots tire. And if we're playing all the way out here, Junk is going to really, really struggle to try and get his tire on the wall and try and, you know, get us. So I want you to sling out here and go and help, what's called, the Echo a little bit sooner. I'd go for the res as well straight away. The reason why I want to go for the res straight away is the same thing again. You've got nobody to attack you while you're going for the res instantaneously in the air. And then, obviously, we can get back to it. Because if we try to go for the res in a second, as you can tell, the Reaper's there. Obviously, you've touched, which is really, really nice. Nice heals onto Moira. Just unfortunate she ends up falling. Nice damage boost onto Doom. Big piece of advice to you, if you're safe, stay in that space. Right now, you are really, really safe when you're with your Doom right now. And we want to try and force out abilities from the Reaper. We want to try and force out his TP or maybe his Wraith or something in order to try and get to you. In which case, you could J away. We don't want to be kind of like just randomly J'ing about like this. And then suddenly we end up kind of in, you know, where the Reaper is. So if we can try just to keep our GAs kind of like to where they need to be. Unless if we need to GA. Nice heals here, because obviously he's using his block. Same thing again, flick the damage boost on. But remember, we're safe. We are so safe right now. Is there anyone that's attacking us? No. So we can still stay in the beam range with our cast. We can even G ourselves up onto here, because these guys are not going to be able to attack us, because they're, you know, quite short range. Brig is quite short range and is nowhere near us. We can definitely, like, push up a little bit more with the Doomfist here instead of slinging ourselves away. Because what's going to happen is we sling ourselves away, and now we're out of LOS of the Doom. We're out of beam range with the Doom, and now he's fallen. And it's all because we've taken that extra second just to sling ourselves out of the team fight. And I feel like this is where the issues are for you, Tryxzy. I feel like it's not so much that you're struggling with the damage boost and the healing, because I feel like your damage boost and healing has been really, really great. Obviously, you know, try to flick on the damage boost so there's extra abilities for other people a little bit more. But I feel like your main thing that you're struggling with right now is the fact that you are spending time to G yourself all the way out of team fights like this when you don't need to. You were so safe when you were kind of like here-ish. So just stay where you are. If you're safe, stay in that space. And just try to play within beam range of all these guys. Remember, as well, your Moira's not with you. Your Moira ended up, you know, dying in the last team fight. So you have to stay with the Doom. Because the Doom wants to, you know, obviously get him really, really aggressive. And just provide a lot of space for these guys. Because remember, your Echo and your cast are coming in. I guess you end up doing it in a second, though. Nice. Obviously, remember, you got your Echo. Nice. I look for a res now. The reasoning is because Sigma cannot get to you when you just quickly do this res, because he's going to be too busy focusing on the Echo battle. So, yeah. I used to stop, what's it called? I used to stop pausing because you were going to do that anyways. But nice idea. Nice. Okay, so we captured the team, what's called the point for once, which is really, really great. You can see what you guys end up doing. At this point, I'd be actually, yeah, I was just about to say, go and push up with your Echo. Your Echo wants to push up in a second. Second reason is because Cass already has his high noon and Echo doesn't have her ultimate yet. Obviously, we're not going to build up Echo's ult for the next team fight, probably not. But it's really, really good practice just to try and damage boost whoever it is got the less ultimate HP. Or, you know, if one DPS has more than the other, then it's going to damage boost them just for the little bit of extra ult charge. Nice. Stay with Echo here because Echo is the one that's currently engaged in the team fight. Cass is just kind of like study spamming out. If we look at the Cass's LOS, look, he's not be able to shoot at anyone because obviously the Junkrat is still spamming out through that doorway. Whereas if we look at our Echo, she's engaged in a team fight. We want to try and be with whoever's being engaged in a team fight. Damage boost Echo here again. Nice pings. Nice that you do something about it as well as see so many like Mercies all like ping and be like, there's a Junkrat here, and then we'll just nod GA away. But no, I would be with your Echo right now because look at your Echo's angle. Look how aggressive your Echo is wanting to be. Obviously, you don't know that these guys aren't here right now, let's be honest. But if you look at your Cass just doesn't have an angle on them unless if they peek out. In which case, that'll be when they start attacking the team. You know, it's attacking the point, in which case you'll start damage boosting the Cass. Go and damage boost your Echo right now because your Echo is wanting to be aggressive. You end up stacking the warrior, which is really, really great. Nice. Just same thing again, I go with my Echo here. Valk is fine, because obviously, you know they're going to start pushing in. Just unfortunately, the nice body block, in just in case there's a rock. Really, really nice. Nice beam management here. I cannot fault any of that because obviously you look to see that, you know, the Doom's punching in, but you don't end up damage boosting it. And the reason is because you're trying to heal up the Echo. Really good decision making there. That is a complete fine time to stay healing because obviously, you know, we need to keep people up right now. Nice. Just unfortunate there's a lot of damage for the Junkrat spam. When you know Echo's going to die in a scenario like this, go straight for the res. For example, Echo, for whatever reason, has flown in to a very kind of, you know, healthy Sigma because he's above half HP. We have a Moira that's coalescing. Do you think you're going to be able to help your Echo out now because you decide to fly in? No, because with the DPS passive, it's going to do too much damage. You're not going to be able to out-heal anything here. So as soon as you see the Echo just decide to go in and do this, go straight for the res on the cast. The reason is because Echo going in like this at like 1 HP, not be able to do anything, gives a perfect and quick distraction for you to this res. Because if you try to go for this res a little bit later now, we have Sigma and wherever this go, and you're dead, okay? You might go for the res in a second, which is nice. But obviously doing it later runs the risk of, you know, if you're safe, stay in that space. We just want to try, like, just play behind this little, like, bit of a pillar here for a second. Wait for the flux to go off and then go and help the Doom. Because us, obviously, you know, walking forward like this is going to walk us into the ult. We want to try and play our life at this point. So we want to try and, obviously, like, you know, play back for a sec and then go into the Doom as soon as the flux is over. But it's just unfortunate we end up walking into the flux here. At the same time, I don't think we win this fight anyways, because obviously our Echo ended up feeding in, which isn't the best. And I feel like that's probably going to be the end. Okay. Overall, Tryxzy, this isn't your bad. And I'm going to say this is because one of your DPS wasn't the best in this game. Now, I'm not saying, you know, don't blame all your teammates and stuff like that, okay? Because I feel like you generally played really, really well. Do not get me wrong. And I feel like if you're blaming yourself for this loss, this isn't your fault. This, you know, do not blame yourself for this loss because I feel like you played really, really well here. So do not blame yourself. Let's start with the positives. I think, obviously, apart from a few like reses that we did at the beginning, your reses got a lot better towards the end with like position and stuff like that. They were really, really great. Really, really enjoyed that. I feel like as well, you got your movement quite nailed down, which is really, really nice because, you know, I don't feel like we're struggling with any of like the slingshots or anything like that. I feel like we know kind of like what we need to do. I love as well how you know who your main blue beam target is, obviously that being your Cass. Really, really great, obviously. And I love your beam management when you're on your Cass. Things to improve on. First thing is I want you to apply that beam management with your Cass and apply it to everyone else. Apply it to your Doom, apply it to your Echo, apply it to your Moira because you were doing really, really well with just the Cass. Which I guess brings me on to my second point. Obviously play more team centralized and make sure that we're helping everyone. But also looking to see who is doing I guess, who was engaging at that moment of time. Really happened a lot on that last team fight. We weren't going in to go and help damage boost our Echo when she was the one that was going in and doing the damage. We could have definitely picked off the Reaper when she went in to go and damage him. If we were there damage boosting, that would have got, like, wiped a complete team fight for them. It could have maybe even, you know, won us that round. We just want to kind of look who is doing the most and go in. And I guess my second piece of advice, kind of leading on from that, is obviously playing team centralized. But if you can, try to adjust your positioning so you're playing not aggressively, but you're playing still within beam range of your team. Because there have been 2 times, quite critical times, where we've ended up GAing ourselves away to what we think is going to be safe, but then someone ends up dying because we end up doing that. What we want to do is we want to try and find a position that is not only safe for us, but we can also still be, you know, with the team. And a lot of that comes down to kind of what the enemy team are running. Really, you know, if we look at what the enemy team were running on that game, they had Junkrat and Reaper, 2 very, very short-ranged heroes. So it means that we can play pretty much at beam range and we can be completely fine. Or we can play up in the air and be completely fine. It's just having to adjust kind of how we play in order to keep ourselves in that beam range so we can still keep people up, because obviously with the DPS passive it feels like that we very much have to keep our beam up time as much as possible, making sure that we're not disconnected the beams at any point, because it's very, very critical with the DPS passive. But overall, Tryxzy, I will say as well, this is another positive, your Valks were really, really great. I loved your Valks. I feel like the Valks were always really, really well timed. I don't really have too many issues with your Valks, just obviously it kind of comes back to kind of playing like more team centralized and making sure that we're knowing who to beam. But your Valks were really, really great. But for that, Tryxzy, that is pretty much it. Obviously, it was a bit of a steamroll, so it's kind of like hard to tell basically, because I feel like you generally played really, really well. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. So thank you so much to everyone on YouTube, as well as, well, I guess YouTube, because this wasn't streamed on Twitch. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Obviously, if you want your own VOD review, then just have a look at the beginning. Obviously, I talk more about it there, or come onto my Twitch and come and say hello and like chat to me there, or you're more than welcome to come and join the Discord. A link will be in the description of this video, and you're more than welcome to come and ask myself or like any of my mods. We're all there just to come and help out. But yeah, thank you so much for you guys for watching this video, and hopefully you will have a very, very lovely day. Bye!